and then me know the baby, cause you know, me pa boost yes. Or the whole super, me get the shake it. Catch him, one minute when you somewhere be. And yes, I'm a coming, I'm a kind. Look at the baby, and then yeah, Emma.
Yo, so with this one, you have Rob on it. Because those cuts were cold.
Yeah, that was I mean, this song by hip hop standards at the time could have matched any other joint out there in the world.
Facts.
The only difference was the language, and I refused, because I could have done the third verse in English, because I mental brother, but I refused to, so we just kept it. We kept it GH.
Because it was, like we said in the beginning, it was a monster, When people were wondering what was happening, then it came out crazy one, man. Shout out to Paul, Paul Akabo. Shout out to Paul, man. Paul just joined.
Oh, big up.
Yeah. So we talk about this album. You had a lot of challenges. This your second album and the first one. Which one did you really enjoy putting it out?
I love all of them. Every single one of them has a story, and it was just a beautiful growth. I mean, at some point we started to shoot like high quality videos, as opposed to little bullshit camera or whatever. So I totally enjoyed every single one of them. I don't have a favorite. They're all good memories, all of them. Yeah.
And you have a catalog that how many albums now? Is it 5 albums? Is it?
Not that many. Maka, that was the first one. Mina Mekaye, second one. Mecca, third. La Show, fourth. And then I had the double album, Registration. Had a lot of good joints on there. Actually, you know what? I lied. One of my favorite albums is Registration. Yeah.
I agree in the sense.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know that shit.
Because I remember you made Keita sent me the whole album before it was released. Yeah, I remember. And the attachment you had to it, in terms of your promotion and all of that. It was like you're back to basics again, man.
Yeah.
But this one,
Reggie Rockstone, live on set, about to bring on the new hits, y'all.
So that's Rob, man.
That's Rab's notorious intro. Yeah, the legendary
intro. Performing these tracks, because he brings some different kind of, like.
Let me tell you, the two joints that I really used to love, when I had to perform, is that one there, and Keep Your Eyes on the Road. Keep Your Eyes on the Road had that intro that it used to just light the motherfuckers up, man. It used to light people up. When you heard that ding a ding a ding, that place go buck wild. And I was just so, there you go.
Mr. Rob, people in the place, you know what I'm saying? Put your hands in the air, that's right. Reggie Rockstone, keep it on. All the girls out there, keep it on. Everybody out there, put it on.
And we was ready to go now.
Rockstone, check it out, yo. You don't stop, keep it on. Reggie Rockstone, keep your eyes in the Do I make myself clear? Yeah. Do I make myself clear? Yeah.
I think it's so clear, man. We need a show.
Yeah, that song was very powerful. That song, and I would light up. The people would light up, and you know what? As far as recognition goes, you're right. I might have had some oversights, and because I'm grown. I ain't no fool. What might have happened was because the original crew was myself, DJ Rab, my father, Cole House, and Brother Zap. Okay. And of course, after a while, everybody went their way because, the revolution had already rolled out. Rab went back to New York. Everybody, Zap became a big time HipLife producer or music producer. Cole House went back to New York. Um, and then my father passed away, all of the above. So, now to that extent, you understand me? And so every time that I would speak about hip life, perhaps I might have not realized that I wasn't talking about folks like Zap Mallet. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that my bad. But I had apologized. I apologized to him over that bullshit that I did, but it wasn't deliberate. It was just something. It was an oversight. Out of sight, out of mind type of shit. But that was our crew right there. That was our crew.
What's your relationship with Zap now?
Oh, we good. Zap is my brother. I mean, shit. I definitely embarrassed myself, fucking around with Panji, and then I lost my temper and said some wild shit about Zap. But I immediately apologized to a brother, and yeah, so yeah.
He was in the news again, with this DJ what you call producer battles going on, and he felt it was a bit disrespectful trying to pair him with some of the new what he considers new producers.
I Zap is Zap is like 6 something. You know what I'm saying? This that's a big man there. For me, you could compare me to whoever as far as if you're talking about skill. I'm not scared to go in the ring with anybody. You know what I mean? I just when I had to do the collaboration with Soccer there, boy, I was on edge there. I was like, damn, what I'm gonna say over there? You know what I'm saying? I quite to rap and I threw her off. But I went in there and I held my own. 11-11, I held my own. So I think in terms of sportsmanship, I don't think it's a big deal. And I mean, but I'm not Zap, so I can't speak for Zap. But it would be very interesting to see him knock out some of these young cats, in a competition because
you would have loved to see him take on that challenge, right?
Who did they put? Who did they pair him with?
I don't think it got to the stage of pairing, but
shit! Oh, well, I took it.
Yeah, it was like the kind of people that they were trying to.
He's like fuck it. You're not my level.
I'm not even going there,
Okay, then on that note, I keep it right here.
But do you? I mean, if you go online and you see some of the comments that people post without necessarily knowing the history of some of these guys.
I mean, look, man, you don't. If you you have fools, you have wise folks. I don't talk to fools. I address the wise folks. Anytime I go on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, anything I post is for folks whose minds I respect. There's always monkeys in there. I mean, shit. But, that's just life. Like, you can't please everybody unless you sold ice cream, and even then. So I don't pay them no mind. But I'm also a troll killer. People say, why you talk back to them? Because I totally enjoy that shit. I love to, I love to talk back. I like to embarrass your ass on Twitter. I like to embarrass your ass on Instagram. If you come talking smack, I'm a wordsmith. I'm a rapper. I play with words. What's am I saying? But I also take my time. I know where to talk, when not to talk. People say, "Oh man, we like the way that you address this whole thing with Shatta because I know I know how this is gonna go. If I go with Bimano by Hata, then I look like an idiot. So I took my time out. I lay out my submission. I get my point, and I'm done. I got nothing against nobody. Shit. And you can cry folks is just full of themselves, man. We just making this music. Music is to uplift folks. How somebody come in on Twitter and just cuss you like, yo, your mother. This I'm like, what? Over some damn music? Shit. You know,
they
these
don't know
people,
where to draw the
no,
line.
these are people with issues. People with issues. You know, it's that universal ecstasy. You know.
Yeah, exactly. So on rap, man. Oh, shout out to
Mm.
Jeremiah Siama is a legends in the building. Amani,
Oh,
Amani was asking.
shout out to Jesse Shipley, Professor Jesse Shipley out of New York. What's up? He's the one that wrote that book, Living the Hip Life, and the
Living a hip.
documentary.
Yeah.
Ghanaians don't even know that shit. They don't even know there's a whole book and a documentary out there in the world. I'm sorry, I'm no pa.
Yeah.
You know.
So Amani was asking how you never recorded with Hammer.
That's we still till date, man. We still trying to get together. I'm selling watch and he's selling bread.
Oh
You
yeah.
do the math. Or tall pound and I'm tall watching. So I wait. Yep. This is what happened to us.
Yeah, I mean
Otto Pano, Otto Pano and I'm tall watching.
that is
Yeah.
something that would be interesting, you know. The
Yeah.
Hammer production would Ram
Yeah,
on the
we
cut,
still
you know.
yeah, there's three. It's me and Obrafour and there's me and Hammer. Yeah.
Yeah, so I listened to an interview with Hammer and Lord Kenya, and
Hmm.
Lord Kenya mentioned that back then he was the chap that you were really on the side looking at, because
He did. I guess he lost his African mind. I was the kin, and I was never scared of Lord Kenya. And tell you the truth, since he's a pastor now, I could put him on blast. The first time DJ Rab heard Lord Kenya, he said to me, I hope he got a day job, and if he does, he should keep it. Look,
that is so
Rab, to,
rude, man.
Rab, you know Rab, man. Rab don't mince his words. Rab said, look, he said, man, that boy can't rap. And he became one of the biggest rap stars. And I
Oh yeah,
remember we got into a debate many years ago, and I said to Rab, "Oh, remember Lord Kenya used to clown him and say he couldn't rap, and he became a big, huge rap star." And Rab looked at me dead in the eye, and he said, "I still don't think he can rap."
I know. Rap gets very
Rab,
technical with.
and he doesn't mean it in a bad way. It's just the truth. That's Rab, man. He tell you straight up. He said, "Man, I don't think he's a good rapper."
But you
To
know one
each their
track.
own.
You know my favorite track, my favorite Reggie Rockstone track. This one.
One in our back hole and something a fact. We make a good feel one boat to be an ammo. Then a sack on your work. So when you know, I think case you've been the down so for back and people, you could talk about vitamins A, B, C, and D. Just a papa and the coming back with the same Steve.
Yeah, Reggie's gonna connect back. I think somebody called his phone. That's what happens. Yeah, shouts to Ikuya. I think it's how Lokenya go in the game. I think that's what Reggie's making mention of. But he acknowledged his legendary as well. So Reggie's gonna be back. He's gonna join us back. I don't mean to be rude, but I think Lokenya is one of the greatest. Of course, he is. Lena, shouts. How are you, Lena? Yeah, your favorite too. Yeah, I love this track. Definitely. Love what you're doing. I'm a legend. Shouts to you. Yeah, Reggie's back. Yeah, we get a Rockstone back. That was like proper storytelling there,
Yeah, I mean that's another thing that a lot of these kids don't have over me. It's the art of storytelling, which is one of the fundamentals of hip hop. you know, because I remember when I spoke about the visa. What's up, PM Star, my brother? Yeah, man. When I rapped on about the visa thing, you know,
Yeah.
the storyline was so intricate. People thought it was real. They thought it was like I was telling a real story. And you know, many years later, Eminem would do Stan, you know, where
Yeah.
he's writing. But yeah, but we had already experimented with that thing there. Yeah.
But why was that track never? I don't think you promoted it as much as you did with your other records. The one I
Which
just
one?
played. If you don't love me.
Yeah, when we put it out, when we put it out, I left for New York. I went to New York and I stayed out
Okay.
oh yeah, I overstayed. I stayed in New York. Same thing happened when I did the last show. I moved, I went to New York and the only song that I put promoted was Reggie from Born. But then you had some serious joints on that album. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
that was Mensa, young Mensa went in. You know,
Oh,
young
crazy man.
Mensa.
Take
Yeah,
it cool.
crazy, man.
Pass it your love, whoa, whoa, whoa. Cause we love you. Bounce to a visa, nigga, please. Everybody. Hey. Another Rockstone episode. I couldn't from one thing. The episode 2. We are trying to let them say, I can't share my say. Dear Rockstone, that is saying, yeah, when I would pay our Safo Mafo, said I do so, yeah, I'm a photo, you be some maso, now I'm a shower down for, who feed down so, what's the connection? I'm so local, as she may, that you name it. We need to pop on in my sacrifice, or listen to Yami, who may rich, and mammy. Now what's the man me? It's Irish, we're supposed to not to the nursery, laugh at the buy, and I call me, who I check my yakasi. If you're more guys, cap rice, so we are chow, or sister, why I was still out on the clinic, not to come from what that's up, and run out, yes, you want the name of good, or nonsense, but hamburger back twice, but be a nice, what just got papa, and then you do one punch crack, and I'm saying, what's it when you don't tell it to the mass, minutes to and then I signed me shower color, be no kind of man sign, this how I said sign, or no one sign, no judge, she didn't know you before, but by the family tripping out, whom you make a stop, and so fun of me, fun of what, yeah, Reggie, the muffin of Filla, or China, the competition, Pablo Marco, physical out, or China, make competition, Pablo Marco, physical out, between now, I am a visa, Rockstone, you bounce to visa, you bounce to visa, running the boom, Passia, Mohammed Dodo, that's a cat, think it is a coming, no, when you're not to send me on the make up for, my fire, says, or the SM Mark, Madame Pano, or City, the bank statement, Zika, the Silver Bobby, believe in a arrangement, from the mental, and the Senate, I think you're ready, I think you're ready, I went to about politics, oh, baby, yeah, Jimmy, who found my see a mama baby, that kind of crap, and Bazim Rafomo, way,
I know people can relate to this track, you know. That's the essence of it, you know, that it's real life situation. People have had their visas bounced, you know, a long time, a lot of times, as you say, you know, people try so many times to travel. So it's a track that people have a lot of sentiments to, you know. What and
Yeah.
you mentioned that it wasn't a true story. It was what, just out of our creative thinking. Yeah, Reg.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I'm saying you just
Okay.
mentioned that it wasn't a real life experience, but a matter of creative
Nah,
thinking. That was dope, man.
I got no visa problems.
No, of course. But one thing about
I just thought I'd make that clear.
one oh yeah, of course. I mean, you born in England, you know. But one of the things. So that's another rap production. He's just put out in the comments. Yeah, one of the things that I find quite creative about you is you pick out your surroundings, you know, your witness, you know, you pick up things. Even with yesterday's video that you put out about the watching, you know, you're quick to jump on that. what 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 influence what how do you what's even the best way to put it? How do you develop that you know wittiness and that sharp thinking? What's the practice
Well,
there?
yeah, my father was very, very witty. Remember, my father, I come from creative people. You know, my father was a fashion designer. I come from real creative, a very creative home. And so these are things that, you know, they just come to me. Of course, I'm really good at casting. So if you notice, I will put music behind something and it just fits. You know, you saw what I did with the, they got that challenge with all the old dudes. Is the Don't Rush challenge. And I put mine in there, but I changed the soundtrack on there. I put a different soundtrack. I put Leon Haywood on there with I want to do something freaky to you tonight, and that just fit. So I'm really great at casting. I'm a good caster. Yeah, and of course I have a wide, extensive uh, collage of music that I grew up to, and so you can't talk to these kids about Isaac Hayes music. I can't. I grew up on that, So a lot of these kids, for them, hip hop began with Puff Daddy. You know what I mean? And I go way back. So it's just I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
All right, so shouts to Stephanie. She's watching from Denmark. Another Mike is watching us from Poland. So we cutting across intercontinental Italy as well. Richie is watching us from Richie. Yeah, just drop in the comment where you're watching us from, and we will shout you out as well. But Reg, one thing I want to pick your mind on is when you go into mood, this track in particular.
Inside Reggie Rockstone, kill them all and come back alone. Zaga, Zaw. Hey, my name is Moses. Not Solomon Agunde. Coffee when me name I was born on a Friday. Shanty.
That's brother Beanie.
Yeah.
Zaga, na. Beanie man alongside Reggie Rockstone.
Shouts to Achimota. Nana Nebu Essex, original from Brixton.
Not Solomon Agunde. Coffee when me name I was born on a Friday. Shanty. Listen when me sing so that play out me want that thing there. My name is Moses. Not Solomon Agunde. Coffee when me name I was born on a.
So talk about collaborations. You know what my thinking was? It's like when you get such big acts come to Ghana, Beanie Man, at the time of recording, I mean, still he's legendary, but at the time of recording, he was at the peak of his career. You had Wyclef at the peak of his career come to Ghana, and then you go in the studio, record some of these tracks. Personally, I feel that it doesn't get pushed to where it's supposed to. What is the frame of mind when you do such collaborations? Is it just get in the studio to record something, or you're looking at making a far-reaching project?
It's two things. I got two answers for your questions. One is it empowers the movement. It empowers HipLife. It puts Ghana on the map. Okay, that's one. Two, I'm usually fans of these artists. There's a lot of our big, rap stars that come to Ghana. I don't even want to fuck with them. I wouldn't even go watch your show. When Beanie Man is somebody I always wanted to work with. Wyclef, same. And I don't know what it is. It's the energy, because these people that I'm talking about, Idris Elba, all of these folks are very, very similar to me. When you meet them, you will understand what I mean. These folks are really, these are down to earth folks, real down to earth, like just free spirits and just real artists. And so I guess when you put it out into the universe, you would just attract, your vibes attract each other. And that's just what it is. Every single one of them, we just got on like we knew each other for years, And I'm still, I connect to Wyclef, I connect to Idris. I mean, Beanie, big up to Small Guy, amazing people. And God just brought them into my life, and that's it. Yeah.
But the most important thing is that you're able to keep that relationship. You build a relationship off that, not just the record.
I'm really great at keeping friendships. Yes, I am. Yeah.
But one thing is your selflessness when it comes to such projects, that you involve others, not just you. On this record, you had Kochoko on there, the one with Wyclef as well. You know, you put on Kwakese and the likes. You know,
and Two-Face, yeah,
and Two-Face, yeah.
yeah.
You hear of stories. I mean, I've been in the industry for quite a time, so some of the back end stories you get to hear of. You know that artists come to Ghana and some people try to block them from even accessing.
That shit is real. That shit is real. It happened. It happened to me. That shit is real. Don't take for joke. That shit is real. You got some motherfuckers out there that don't. They all about themselves and they don't care. And I don't want to mention no names, but you know who you are. And I had that experience. I was surprised. You know, I was like, damn, me for all that I did. You know, and it's just the evil that people do. You know, people greedy. You know, they're trying to hold the whole shit to themselves. I've never been about that life, you know. And you see me bring out a brothel on stage from when how old? Every single one of these rappers at some point had to connect with me, you know. And most of them my friends. And when I say friends, like we got real good vibes. You know, when me and a brothel meet, we just be on some good vibes. Me and Kwakese, me and Sock, name it, you know. And because I'm that big homie, and I have so much knowledge to share, you know. And I tell them what I think, and they show me what they do, and that's it. You know what I mean? I don't. And I know that's my father say. I know. So when I see people in show business get all fucking peacocky, and I think to myself, you know, it's different if it's an act. That's a part of your whole act. But to really believe that you are the shit to that extent where you could talk funny style to people, you know, you want to shit on people and you know, I'm this, I'm that. And I always say to myself, I wonder where you're going to be when you're 50 something years old. Will you be on the Teddy show, you know, doing an interview? You know, when you're 50 something, will you be on CNN? Will you be dropping singles? You know, will you be on you know, you gotta humble yourself at some point. You know, so like I said, it's different if that's a part of your act, but people start to believe the hype.
Yeah.
They believe what people you forget is the people that's telling you who you are. And you start to believe that you're that person. I never had them problems.
That's one thing that you've never switched. I mean,
I've never had them issues, bro.
Together, yeah, you know, but
I never had them issues.
That's why when on me in any way.
This is why when my young brother said that I lived a fake life, everybody was like, "What are he talking about?" I mean, I'm the realest of all. You know, I still drive my wife Corolla S. You could catch me catching a taxi right there on the front. You know what I mean? I walk all throughout my career. I never needed bodyguards. Never needed bodyguards. I went everywhere by myself. I shook everybody's hand, and that was it. I'm a black belt in 2 arts. I can handle my shit.
Shouts to DJ Kofi who just joined us.
He's one of the greatest. DJ Kofi is one of the greatest. Don't sleep on homie. That boy bad. He bad.
That's one of my go-to figures. You know, he's
I know.
If I need to pick any brain, I holler at the OG. You know,
my cousin Mike in New York. He always talk about DJ Kofi. He said, "Man, that boy, he better than half of these motherfuckers out here." I said, "Yeah, you're right."
Different frame of mind, Kofi. Shout out to DJ Kofi, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some good memories with him too.
Oh, of course. If you want to hear an in-depth with DJ Kofi, if you go on my Spotify, the Soundboy session, we've got about 2-hour conversation there. But right, let's talk about this. Your days with VVIP. I mean that started off.
That's 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago. 4 years ago.
5 years ago. I thought it was a joke, man. When I know they were going through their issues, and you were like, if there's a gap, you know, you always wanted to be in VVIP. Was that actually the case? That
was the joke. That's how it started. That was the joke. I put it on Twitter.
How did it get serious though? How
it got serious when I spoke to Brother Zeal, and I said to Brother Zeal, because at first it was just a jokey joke on Twitter. That's where I was like, okay, because I'm sitting around here, I'm not getting no action, I'm not doing shit, and why not? These are my comrades. The VIP are the closest to my vibe, because Bradford, that's my vibe too, but he's on some real, wisdom wise, I'm VIP, they was on some Timberland wearing, let's get this shit, that type of vibe. So I remember I known them all throughout the years too. So so my whole thing was, well, we could prove a point here. And besides, it would go down in history as the biggest merger. Nobody, Kojo and Chi, Uncle Kojo and Daddy Lumba and what's my brother name? Serious. My main man, my mellow. If they came together to form a group, I mean, shit. So that kind of excited me. And then Zeal, I said, man, I'm serious. I said, look, man, I'm in good shape. I'm pretty. Let's go.
But let me ask you, man. Did you have any not I mean, it might be the strongest word to use, but in quotes, like imposter syndrome? Did you really feel welcome when you joined the group?
Yeah. By the group members? Who by the group?
Yeah. Or even with their fan base, and because they have
it was dicey. It was a little dicey. You had some strong diehard VIP fans, okay? And if anything, it wasn't about them not welcoming me. You got to remember, I'm the big homie. A lot of their fan base know me, as their big homie. So that I didn't have no issues there. And then you had that faction who fuck with brother Promsy, who felt some kind of ways, but really had nothing to do with me because the brother had already left the group before I came in. Inti akwaya said tension kakrebi, not tension kakrebi or ho. So by her so later no Promsy it the job to me and my horse share. But fast forward, as you would say, it was more to do with people thinking that I'm compromising my brand. There was a lot of folks who felt that I was sacrificing my legendary stats and all that other bullshit. But little did they know that I never took myself that seriously, as you told them.
Yeah.
You see? Yeah. So I didn't have them type of ego problems with myself. I didn't have them type of issues. So I'm like, well, hold up. It's just about making some damn music. Why can't three brothers get together and make some damn music? And that's what we did. And we put them all to shame. So yeah, you had a lot of people cuss me.
VVIP.
Make a enter Kulu. Somebody enter Kulu. That's all. Make a enter Kulu. Somebody enter Kulu.
So we all know the energy that VVIP.
That's a big tune there, bro. Yeah. That's a big tune.
You know who made me fall in love with this one? Chihuahua.
DJ Chihuahua.
When I come to your joint,
yeah. But that's a big tune, and we had the honor of working with my sister once again, Senna Dagadu. Boy, everything fell in place for this song, right down to the venue where we shot the video. It was amazing, man. I got stories for days for my children and VIP. Yeah. It was that was God's blessing right there. That song there is special.
So what's the situation now? Are you guys still kicking it? Is this still functional? What is the deal?
In our hearts and minds, yeah. But as far as us physically getting in the studio, we haven't done that yet. So we're still, waiting on to see what God says. Yeah.
But is there finished business though? Because I know
it's never finished. We don't throw art away. I mean, you never hear about Kool and the Gang talking about it's finished. Kool and the Gang is still Kool and the Gang. You know what I'm saying? Bro, nigga yanko for. So
but there are some situations that it's not that you're not cool with each other, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, of course. And then when we grow up, well, I'm already grown shit, so I'm on some old pension shit. I don't know about them. I'm already gray. I'm on some Papa Bronya shit. I'm grown. So I mean, who knows? I mean, but these things they never really die. You know what I mean? There's 100 years, or I mean, how many years from now you're gonna have a concert and everybody want to hear the old joints again? And we come out. Hopefully, I won't be in a wheelchair when I come out, or all my teeth will still be in my mouth. Talking about school them. You know what I mean? Make guys stop school them.
You probably might be whistling a bit, but you can still stay.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
School.
Hey, what's happening, man? I don't see no messages scrolling up. That shit froze.
No, there's a lot of messages, man. I can't even keep up.
I can't see nothing on my screen. It was scrolling before. I can't see nothing.
Yeah, it probably will come back. You know how it works. So, okay. You had the remix for this one.
Alright, let's go. Excuse me. Pass me the phone, this $1 million selfie. Leave me alone, no matter what I cry. Then as alone, woman they turn then nash to the phone. Bend and snap. Do it to the nightclub, no need for this flash and the building.
Shouts to Noche. Noche says, I think Reggie has a future in comedy. I've always said this to you, Reggie.
Yeah, I mean,
if I do a morning show, I'm having Reggie on the. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. I'm not taking that job.
Well, I need, brother. I welcome all jobs, man. I'm out here pimping watches, so I do anything at this point. You want me to come? I'm game, brother. I got bills to pay, brother.
Shouts to Chozan. Chozan says,
whoa, Chozan is in there.
Chozan is in there.
Big up. Yeah, that's one of my that's my brother. That's my man Mamelo. Is Chozan, is he still in New York? Is he in America or back in Sierra Leone?
I think he's
still in New York.
Now, yeah.
Okay.
No, still, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's a good brother there. That's a good brother there.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Another legend. You brought a lot of good folks out.
I brought a lot of old cats out, man.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
you
man.
Did, actually, man.
Big shout out to Idris Elba. That's him on the remix there. He's doing good. He's doing good. Who, Idris?
How did that collaboration happen? Yeah.
Who, Idris?
The selfie one.
Yeah. Idris. We have a mutual friend, Tony Tagle, brother Tony Tagle, and so Tony, man, living legend. And Tony is, originally all I had wanted was Idris to make a cameo in the video, the Book of HipLife. And God is just man, praise God, man. When I look back at my life and things that happen, it's just God, man. And he ended up being on a track with us, and that's another great human being, just you ain't never met a more down to earth, this dude is like, he's just like Wyclef, and Wyclef just like Beanie Man, so God bless all of them, man. Yeah. My vibes attract them kind of people.
Yeah. So man, I think we need to get into some futuristic stuff, man. So
you want to talk about the new joints?
Yeah, about time, man. About time. I know.
You're from room.
But Reg, we've looked at pre Makan, with PLZ days, throughout the albums, the challenges he faced, and your time with VVIP, and you're here now. What motivates you though? What keeps you going?
Just I don't want to. I don't want to disappoint y'all. I don't. That's what keeps me moving. I don't want to flop. I don't want to disappoint people. A lot of folks look up to me, bro. I don't want to disappoint people. From my wife, my kids, my friends, my family, my fans, whatever, man. I just, I want to be that success story where it's not just, oh, he was some type of rap star, but he stood for something, you know. And I want, when they talk about me, to say that, this dude, he put it down. Like, he was Pan-African, he was a philanthropist, he had revolution in him, he was about his people. And then you could talk about the music too. That's how I want to go out. I totally enjoy life. As you know, I love a good laugh. I don't take myself too seriously. And I'm passionate about everything that I do. I got too much love in my heart. I don't bear no grudges. I keep it moving. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And I try to be as spiritual as I can. So all in all, I'm a good guy. That's it. And I take pride in being a good guy. That's it.
And how do you stay connected to like what's happening now? You sound like you go your ears.
Yeah, it kind of comes to me. I mean, in a weird way, I'm quite informed, but I'm heavy on social media. Ever since they passed me that damn phone and put me on social media with that, boy, you should have never done that. DJ Rob, and I know at the Blade laughing. When they gave me that phone, somebody, I had a text. Somebody said, "Man, I know you're thinking about that TikTok shit. Get it off your mind, Rock." And I was like, "How the fuck you know?" I was just getting ready to do one. I'm that old man. What's it?
Just let it go.
Yeah, you gotta intervene. Many Jimmy Ho. I enjoy myself. I enjoy my life. I'm content.
Raspalis, we've talked about Mensa already. I think you've got in a bit late.
Mensa, the prodigy.
Yes.
Mensa is a prodigy, man. One of the most talented human beings I ever met.
True.
Boy, that boy, he's not even done with y'all yet. Wait, you see them two there? One Love and Mensa there. These people only knew. These dudes are different. They're on a different wave, and many years, they probably be the richest out of everybody. Watch.
They have a long-term plan. They have
a long-term plan, and they don't compromise for nobody. That's a true artist, when you don't have to be nothing, you just yourself. And I admire them, man. I'm envious of them. They do it how they do what they like. And
so,
in many ways.
So even with what you do, I think I need to put this question to you. So please go into presentation on TV or radio. That's a Akua who's watching us from France. She said your talent is real and your communication skills are really powerful. That's true.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
That's true. But yeah, you've done
TV. In other words, I'm a slick talker.
But right, it's a different conversation when you've had 10 years in the game. It's another conversation when you have 15. But to be here 20 years plus and still relevant to the game, you're always in the conversation one way or the other, whether positive or somehow, if people want to look at it from the other way. I mean, you're always in the conversation too.
Yeah.
And you still put out music, because I know that there's a lot of music that you've sent me that never gets out.
No, and the great thing is it's not just on some pension rap shit. I mean, I'm dropping some jewels there. I mean,
You got nerves.
time. So if you will hear so draw, you was Santi Jama Monte Meka Aqua Grab loose. Mr. Republic bar, sipping my ginger, blowing my fuse. But I'm not the ODG, I'm the OG. See me on TV. My sister, Mamu, you know, I do refuse. Miss sorry, I'm not panning me grab fucking. Instagram account was a summer blocking. One of them there will know my for warning. And you pull on them in power, so I'm not knocking. Mouth left, mouth right, got the monkey jumping.
So what's the direction you're going with this? Is an album pending?
Nah, this is just a viral. This is a rendition of my brother Redman's joint. It's called "Slap the Shit Out You." And when I watched that video, I don't think I ever laughed that hard at a video, man. I was on the floor. I mean, Redman is one of my all-time favorites, and you know, of course, I had the honor of basking in the presence of Eric Sermon and Parrot Smith. So I've always been a big fan of that whole squad. EPMD, man. Yep. I was right there with Eric Sermon over at Brixton Academy. Yeah. And so yeah, I came up on that vibe. And when I see a lot of myself in I mean I see Redman in me. You know what I mean? I mean he's funny and he translates his humor into his rap. I have a little bit of that too, but when I see the way he moves and the way he's still Redman, I'm like, that's how, you know, he's Reggie Noble. I'm Reggie Rockstone. I said, this is how I want to check out. You know, I'm an OG, but I still keep it fly. You feel me?
Yeah.
And when I heard that song, I was like, man, this would be hilarious if I translated it into my language. You know, Sutro, you know, La Pam, you know. And it kind of, it's everywhere now. You know, all the kids are singing it, and it's become a favorite meme. They use it for the memes and stuff. So yeah, the art of the art of staying relevant has become kind of easy for me, because remember, I wasn't trying to be relevant. I was just being myself. Matter of fact, the first time that the words relevant came into my life was through one of my good friends, Kwame Fachi. Yeah, Swift, brother.
Shout to Swift.
Yes, Swift. Another serious force there. And I remember I had got into an argument. You know how we be arguing in a group and shit, you know. And I had got into one of them ugly arguments with folks in the group. And I remember Swift said some shit like, "Yeah, you trying to stay relevant." And I remember I was like, damn. I was like, man, I've been relevant. And that's when it sunk in. I was like, oh shit. So, you know, there's a possibility that I look like I'm falling off and I'm trying to grab on something. So I said, okay, then if that's the case, then I'm gonna stay relevant. But God just moved the chips, you know what I mean? Because people say, oh, you joined VIP to be relevant. That wasn't the initial plan. That was not the plan. But I can also tell you it had a big hand in me staying relevant. Now, the question is, when people say that to you, you ask them this: who want to be irrelevant? Really?
Yeah.
You know, they say, are you trying to be relevant? I said, who the fuck want to be irrelevant? Matter of fact, nobody. You know, so I don't push it that hard, but now I understand the word and I know. But I move classy though. You know what I mean? I'm not over here acting. Yeah, I'm not acting a fool. You know, I'm not on some Joe Clown shit.
What do you read though? What do you read?
I ain't read for a long time, man. The last book I read was Iceberg Slim, man. Pimp. Donald Goines, brother. We keep a gangster now. Pimp. PIMP by Iceberg Slim. I haven't read in a long time, but I've read. Yeah.
Said you was a friend, but I swear to God, this friendship got benefits. Wanna tell a lie, but I swear to God, truth won't ever leave my lips. One more chance, I swear to God, I promise I won't forget.
What's this one?
Minyabium. It's a joint by myself and my brother Beku.
Yeah.
Beku, one of the baddest MCs, songwriters. I mean, Beku. Yeah, I'm really proud of him because he come from that old school. He come from, you know, he was there when we set it off, and he's still, you know, he's still doing it. And yeah, Minyabium. It was produced by Hydraulics, one of the most talented out there. I'm doing a lot of work with him. I got some more coming up, and that's a dope joint. Yeah,
that is dope, man. And one thing about you is your beat selection as well. You know, you pick.
Well, you got you remember I'm a dancer, or you know I ain't got two left feet now. You know I can boogie. I could cut a rug. You know I could step. So yeah, man, because I'm a dancer.
Let's get into this one.
Cut this one.
Return of the Kid. You already heard what it is.
This is a crazy joint.
I know we searching the bridge. About to dive deep, I'm gonna learn a few things. Calm the high seas, don't let the turbulence sink.
Purple of pink, she give side eye. Connect when we wink, but I don't Wi-Fi. Trip for a bit, and if I fly by, certainly hit you getting high fives. Hands up, it's my time. All been
exclusive.
And I'm with a fam that be like five guys. And we going hand to get the bright slides. Get burger and bun if you want try fry. But I don't advise why, brother, this is my money. And I'ma keep it got a 2 grand.
Rockstone, I got the sauce, baby. African bars, crazy. International rhyme, you been catching the vibe. Every land, every tribe, play me. Ghana first, that's the land of my dad. La Côte d'Ivoire, Benin and Chad. Kenya, Botswana, Niger, bad. From SA, Congo, Mali and Chad. Kemet, Egypt before the remix. Zimbabwe have to fight for the free licks. Cameroon with the yellow and green, similar to Senegal, Mozambique-ish. Wealthiest continent, every resource here returns. So all of my people will rejoice. We're bobbing and feeling the continent, killing the top of the ceiling. We're digging the bottom, getting
to the motherland,
Yeah, coffee, yeah, coffee. Yeah, coffee, yeah, coffee.
So this is an exclusive song. It's never been played anywhere in the world.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, that's some beautiful music, and I'm featuring on there. That's by my brother Fife. Y'all look him up, man. This boy, he's about to blow the fuck up. Oh boy.
But
this is just an honor. Yeah, he put me on, and you know,
where's he from?
A lot of folks who Fife?
Yeah.
Fife is a UK brother. Yeah, man. He's UK. Yeah, but he gone in though. He gone in. Yeah. You know.
Nice.
Yeah, but he's you know, there's so much. There's never a dull moment in my life. I mean, how did I end up on this joint? You know, it has to be God, you know, and that's one of them songs that's gonna blow up. You know, that's gonna be a big joint. And I'm on there. And so, you know, I'm really grateful. I'm grateful to a brother. I mean, he didn't have to put this 50-something old man on there. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't have to. You know, but you know, I bogarted my way in there and I came with my verse, and you know, I want to give a special shout out to Ohene Savant. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Ohene Savant is that dude. Is people don't even have a clue. He's he's a treasure. You know, we got one on our team that's heavy. Yeah.
And in all this, you've always maintained your Africanness. You know, you've always maintained.
No doubt. Don't let the slangs fool. Don't let the slangs fool you now.
Yeah, your Ghanaianness. You know, you've always pro-black. You know, proud of who you are and where you going. What's the message that you would put out to our youngsters? You know, growing up now. Because there's a lot of influences out there. You know, there's a lot of with the internet now. You have access to so many information that might tell you otherwise. But you know, having heads like yourself, you know, I speak to DJ Kofi. We share that kind of pro-black thoughts. You know, what's
Yeah.
your message, man?
Well, as you know, if you know my crew heavy. You know, I'm running with Black Panthers and shit. You know what I mean? I'm running with straight revolution, hardcore, no compromise dudes. Shout out to Daruba Ben Wahad. You know, and so my Pan African stance had already been instilled in me, and now my crew, the folks that I surround myself with, are about that life. You know what I mean? So that will never change. And some people call me racist sometimes, you know. I know some people laughing right now. You know who you are. You know, they say, Rock, you're racist. I said, nah, that's you insult me when you call me a racist. I'm far from that. I just love my people, you know. Besides,
The Soundboy Session.